No, I try to keep it professional sometimes, so I use perfect on the regular. But I am so honored for Heather asking again of me to come out and share my story, share my testimony. It has been a long journey since the first time I spoke with her and spoke for her. I'm making a little emotional because this is an event I'm doing that I never did without speaking with my husband. I lost him 2 years ago.
Oh my God.
So this is the first time I spoke since he passed. So it's kind of. But I am a breast cancer survivor. I'm 11-year breast cancer survivor. I had the double mastectomy, and I am a triple negative patient. For those of you who don't know, triple negative is cancer that even if it come back, however it come back, I always have to take chemo. I have no way around it. I'm not a candidate for the hormone pills that keep a lot of the survivors in remission. I'm not a candidate for that. And that was one of the biggest things that I had to deal with and overcome, that I don't have anything to keep me in remission, unlike some of my other sisters of survivorship. But then I had to gather myself and understand that even with the pill, I still had God. Amen. So my pill was not tamoxifen, my pill was God. So I kind of had to get the understanding of that. Cancer, I can handle. I can handle that. People may not understand when I say that I would not change my walk with cancer, because it gave me so much great things out of it. Yes, it did sterilize me where I'm not able to have children, but I was blessed with 2 already. So for the women who can't have children, I think that is so much why I don't have a problem with speaking or starting my own program, which I did in October, is because of the women that come behind me that are much younger than me. They don't have that option of having a baby, unless most times if you have the money, you can, freeze your ovaries and your eggs and stuff. But most black women don't have that option. They don't have the money for that. But since I have been doing this, and since I have went through the journey of cancer, I have met so many women that felt like we're not good enough after we done went through this, especially if we're single women, that we may not meet anyone, or no man want to deal with a sick woman. Well, my story is I met my husband during my time. Bald head, puff gas, and he was so much of everything that I normally don't look for in a man. I don't do red man and green eyes. That's just not me. But that is when God let me know that He show up in a storm. He show up when you least expect, and not just that. We may not think things are a desire of our heart, but He knows our heart purely. He knows everything about our heart. And I didn't think that I would ever be a wife. I never think I would ever be the honor of having an amazing husband, because I had an amazing husband. And he showed up. And he didn't care about anything. Like, I was so worried about, like, dude, look, in 6th class, I got to have my breast removed. And my tatas is what make me a woman. And all those things. And he was like, oh, okay, then. I'm glad I'm a butt man, not a boo. I'm like, don't stop playing. I don't want to joke about stuff like that. But you can find love in the middle of a storm. You can find love. I met so many women that lost their husband in the midst of their journey. That valley, unfortunately, people can't trade place with us and take that valley walk. But He said He would give us light in that valley. And He gave me so much light. I have met so many amazing women. He removed so many people that was not for me for that journey. I got mad with a couple of my girlfriends that I literally thought was like, these are my girls. We've been rocking together for 20 years. And when I got diagnosed, I lost them. And I'm like, man, why they ain't here for me? And why they not, these are my girlfriends. And I was angry with them. But I don't know how many of y'all know Miss Peggy Lowndes. She got killed a couple of years ago over off of Hill Drive. She did an interview with me on the radio. My church has a radio And I told her about how I was hurt that they was traveling this walk with me. And she told me to stop being mad. She said, oh, they still your friends. Stop being mad because everybody ain't meant for every chapter of your life. Amen. So this chapter 34, they might was okay with chapter 34, kind of handle whatever was going on in your life in 34. But when I turned 41, everybody was not able to ride that ride because I need everything that was positive. Because I was stage 3. I had 4 tumors in my right breast. And they thought it was in my lymph nodes. Like I needed everything that was positive, everything that was gonna rock with me and roll with me. I needed that. I didn't need the ones that gonna say, girl, you think I'm gonna die? Yeah, but you gonna tell your children. I already had all those thoughts in my head because the moment that they told me that I had cancer, I instantly kicked into trying to figure out how to secure my children, how to protect my children from this and how to protect them from being hurt. And then I talked to God and said, God, you gave me these babies for someone else to be called mama? I won't ask you for anything unless you allow me to just know that they don't graduate and they can stand on their own. And he gave me double for my trouble. Now I got 2 grandbabies. I have a grandmother. I got 2 grandbabies. I done seen 11 birthdays. And I done had 10 wedding anniversaries. So he gave me double for my trouble. So if people don't understand when I say, if I leave in the morning, I'm so good, I'm so okay with life. I'm so okay with life. My achievements, I'm so okay with life because my life can speak for me. I'm not a super saved woman, but I am a saved woman.
Amen.
And if a woman called me and I meet a woman and she said, I just got diagnosed, and not stepping outside my box, and I hope you don't mind, when Dudley's sister got diagnosed, I'd been knowing her for years, but on a phone conversation, I didn't know that was her. And we was happened to be talking, and I was like, now, if you need anybody to go with you, call, let me know. And she was like, thank you. And yes, we have an amazing support system, but when you meet a woman that's been in this valley, you know, we love y'all. We love our brothers and sisters. We love our mamas. We love our support, but can't nobody understand that walk but someone that's been in that valley. And it's not saying less of who you are, but I have been on both sides of the road. Where I have been a caregiver, and I have been the person that needed the care. And I think I was more stubborn as the person that needed the care, because I felt like I losing my independence. So the people that take care of you, they load is heavy too. So I always know that the caregiver role is very heavy. It is very heavy. They deal with our stubbornness. They deal with our don't want to eat. They deal with our don't want to be bothered. They deal with our attitude. Like, it's just everything that a caregiver needs. I think my journey was so much easier because every one of my doctors was spiritual doctors. I didn't want a doctor that I had to deal with that did not know that God was in control. And every one of my doctors was that. Dr. Troy Kimsey was my surgeon. Talking about a praying white man. Girl, he came and prayed for me before I went to surgery. Oh my God, I thought he was black. But when he got ready to leave Albany, I was like, oh, I'm flying to wherever you're going, because ain't nobody gonna cut on me with you. Because he knew, he said, I'm the instrument that God uses. He said, this is my ministry.
Amen.
And that when he said that, it was no
contest.
Was let go.
Amen. Yes, God.
Because they're going to like sag in a little while. So I always found the humor in trying to not cry about everything, but know the blessing out of it. And I was like, well, my husband said he ain't no booze guy, so that's a plus. And they're going to get hot and irritated after a while. I got to wear a bra. So that was a plus. So I just found out all the, try to find all the positive in it. And even though some days I cried. And a lot of times my children, not my husband, not my mom knew I cried. Because the biggest thing is the moment that I started treatments, and you can testify to this, and they go to take a shower and all your hair started. I lost it in the bathroom. Like, what my hair? Like, what? Boobs, hair, that's what we as women. That's what women, that's what I was born with. And out of say even taking the treatment, I was fine. It was just that I'm losing my hair. So now people look at me like I really got cancer. But I learned to just rock it. My girlfriend Devin, she's a super fighter, she's a survivor. I don't know if some of y'all know her, but I walked into this group, Look Good, Feel Good. They give us, makeover thing. I'm like, girl, it's too hot to wear makeup, and the show too hot to wear wig. I said, whoever wear wigs, y'all the champions. So, she was like, what do you want to wear? I said, girl, it's like a hat and ride with me, ride on me. She's like, I want to wear a bald head. I'm like, wear it. Like, they just got to receive me for who I am and for what I am. So girl just put a little makeup and some lashes, and I just keep it tricking. And I used to go in the unit every morning. Every other weekend I had treatments. I would go in the unit. Good morning, 2 sticks now, 2 sticks. And she was like, what that mean? I said, they only get 2 chairs to get a blood or get me started. Because there ain't no pin cushion. But I just say to you guys, and I say, Heather, you have a great event, and I thank you for asking me. I thank you so much for asking me. The reason the colors that y'all see today is green and pink is because I asked Heather on last night, which I had never asked her, but I did know her mom had breast cancer. What other cancer did she have? And she told me she had liver cancer. And I said, oh, what color is liver cancer ribbon? And she was like, green. I said, we're doing green today because this is my 6 years speaking with, since I spoke for her. So I wanted to represent her mom, so that's why the green glasses. Not St. Patrick's Day, but that's why the colors. The boxes that you have on your table, I go into those boxes, and the boxes are ring things, can ring. And the reason I did that because for my journey is when my amazing started, and that's when I met my husband. So things can happen within your shift, your storm. You just gotta trust God. Amen. You got to trust God. And you gotta get you a war song.
Amen.
I had a song that I always listen to whenever I had to do my scans, my PET scans, my ultrasounds. It's like I was doctor after doctor after doctor. Because in the midst of me getting diagnosed with breast cancer, I got diagnosed with MS. So I got a double dose on April 12th. So just imagine, because when you say I got to go see a neurologist, I'm like, I got brain cancer. Like, what? But no, it was MS. I had been paralyzed 5 years prior to that, and they couldn't figure out why. They just knew the lesion was on my brain. But when I got diagnosed with breast cancer, I got diagnosed with MS. And I got all that news, y'all, without letting my mom, my sister, or any of them know. I did not tell anybody. I went through the whole weekend crying and trying to figure out if I was gonna live or die. I had got on the computer and made my obituary. I like, seriously, I did not know. So it just, I dealt with so much on my own before I could tell my parents, and I probably shouldn't have, and lessons well learned, because I got an amazing support team. I had an amazing support team. When I went up to do my surgery for my double mastectomy, it was 75 people from my church at the hospital. When I woke up, there had to be 75 in the room, because I put everybody out. But your support team needs a lot. And there's women that don't have the support. So that's why I have no problem with getting up and putting on clothes at 4 o'clock in the morning. They got to be at their hospital at 5. If I tell them I'm going to be there, I'm going to be there. Because it's some that don't have it. It's a lot of them that don't have it. And for me to have 75 people sitting in my face before I even went into the surgery, and to come out, that says so much about the love that I have and the blessings that I have. So I have no problem with executing it somewhere else. I started my program for breast cancer because of a young lady named, we call her Monkey. I was in a unit, and one of her cousins that knows me working in the lab came and sat her down in the chair next to me in the unit. And she didn't talk to her because she talking about she don't have no cancer. So I talked to her, and she kept saying, girl, I ain't got no cancer, I just had a baby. I ain't worried about that. I ain't have. The only way we got her to go even to see a doctor is because I told her I would go with her. And the day I received the call that she had died, and it felt so bad because I fell to my knees walking out the house. It's because I had just talked to her because she had been admitted to the hospital, and she wouldn't go to Macon to see a specialist. And they called me to the hospital, and I go up there and I say, Monkey, I drive. If I got to carry on my bike, I take you. You got to go to the doctor. You got a baby to fight for. Like, your fight got to be something different. And out of all her cousins, they could never get her to go, so we were supposed to go the following week, and she passed before then. And that did something to me because I'm like, you leaving a little baby behind, you know. And my children were at least middle school age. My son had graduated, but I think she was more worried about people saying she was gonna die from cancer. I don't care what you think I'm dying for. When I die with God, I don't care what you think I die for. And I kept trying to tell her, like, we gotta stop getting within the thoughts of what people think about us. I was so scared that people was gonna automatically know I had cancer because I lost my hair. But y'all rocking short haircuts and bald heads nowadays, so I was like, at this point, I don't care what they think. If I drop today and they be like, you should die from cancer, you're lying, because you don't know. But at the end of the day, I had to tell her, I was like, I'm keeping it real with you. You gotta fight. My children was my fighting reason. And I wasn't thinking about a man. That's why I had no interest in my husband. He chased me for 6 weeks. I was like, look, dude, I'm fighting for my kids. Like, I plan on being around here to see at least the other one graduate. I'm fighting for my kids. But I got grandkids now, so if it came back, look, round 3, they go. Because you are not gonna win. You will never win. I'll go down swinging. So I always, I mean, cancer is not a part of my family. So I don't even know why, like, far as I know, no one in my family has cancer. Diabetes and high blood pressure, they got a lot of that. But they don't have cancer, and I don't know a lot about my father's history. But you need to learn your family history. You really do. And we need to stop being so private about what we share, because privacy will kill us.
Preach.
We can't live like that. Like, you got to share your family history. When the doctors ask you for a reason, blood pressure in your family, hypertension, they ask you all that for a reason. Like,
Tell the truth.
I can answer that side for my father's side, but I can answer for my mom's side. But when I got diagnosed, I was now asking questions. My dad is the only child. My grandmother had him, and they asked her to terminate the pregnancy because she had stomach cancer. So boom, that was, you know, she chose to still become a mom and not have, terminate the pregnancy. So you gotta ask your family history, because you never ever know. Cancer is a part of all our lives. It's a friend, brother, sister, cousin. It's somebody that you have been connected to that has cancer or have went through cancer. Like you, it was so many people came to me with herbal teas and, all the organic and herbal things. And I tried it. But I was a bad girl. I went like, oh. But those are the health things that we take for granted. And they put so much pesticides and everything on food nowadays. Growing chicken fast, and I love a bird. Growing chicken fast, like they're doing so much. So we're taking in so much poison and pesticide. And with chemo is a poison. Chemo is a poison. It's a poison that destroys healthy cells to get rid of a bad cell. So I was a healthy black woman. I played softball, girls basketball in Fort Lauderdale, ran track in school. Like, I was a healthy black woman. I didn't think I had that chance of getting this particular disease, but it don't exempt. Like Dudley said, it don't have a color, age. Right. It don't exempt. It don't. I end up with more issues after that, but it is okay. I end up with, and what I had to learn is that I found out I was diabetic by chance of me checking my mom. I was checking my mom's sugar because my mom had become bedbound and checking I'm like, let me check my sugar. I know I'm tired. You tired of me poking on you? My sugar was 475. That's stroke level. That's coma level. So I'm like, they got me wrong. Let me try that again. Stuck it again. 107. I checked everybody in the house. Everybody got shit checked. Everybody. My husband, all my kids, everybody. Everybody's sugar was normal. And I'm like, they got me wrong. So I'm gonna do a fasting sugar because I learned about sugar and diabetes because of my mom taking care of her. And the next one I got them did check. And it said not reading. Machine couldn't read. I literally should have been laying in somebody's ICU room. I got on the phone, I called Dr. Journey office, and they was like, hold on a minute. I'm like, honey, somebody need to tell me something. Cause y'all do labs on me every time I go in there. I was getting labs every time. 4 and 5 tubes. So at what point you gonna decide to tell me that I need to see a doctor about my sugar? They said they was a cancer doctor and not a diabetic.
Wow.
And at the end of the day, that pissed me off. I'm like,
It pissed me off.
so you doing 4 or 5 tubes of blood on me. You worry about my cancer, but it's okay if I drop dead from high blood pressure, diabetes. Like, I don't understand that. So if you don't ask questions because your body do talk to you, ask questions. So don't feel right, ask a question about it. Get it checked. Because I did breast examination in the shower. I just woke up one morning and couldn't let my arm down. I learned one thing, that your breast tissue starts from underneath your arm, right now. I didn't know that. Because you don't know your body, you don't know. I did not know your breast tissue started underneath your arm. I had a knot underneath my arm and couldn't let it down. I was crying so bad. And people say cancer don't hurt. Yes, it do. You stand looking at one, it hurt. I went to Phoebe. I stayed in Phoebe all day long without my mom knowing I was up there because I'm trying to figure out what was wrong. 41-year-old woman. So listen to your body. It talks to you. I learned to listen more to it. I think I was at work one day and I bust out sweating bullets. I'm like, what in the world going on? And then my heart started, like I could literally, it just was like, it was gonna jump out my chest. Now I got diagnosed with, what do they call it, AFib? What? AFib, like what? And you know, we get to the hospital, like I said, well, we're gonna stop your heart. I said, who fed me? To get it back on rhythm, they was talking about stopping my heart. I ain't never had that issue. Much running, I didn't track, basketball, softball. What you mean? Like, it just so much comes into it. So listen to your body, because it do talk to you. Get checked, get mammograms. Men because y'all can get breast cancer. Just in case you don't know it, you can get breast cancer. Men can't get breast cancer. You got breast tissue, you can get breast cancer. Right, Doc? What'd you feel? Right, Doc? Get checked. That's a good examination. But seriously, get checked. I met a friend. I do have a friend that is a guy who does have breast cancer. He had it twice, and now it don't move to his spine. Yeah. So get checked. Prostate, get checked. Prostate became part of my life with my husband. His father walked into the hospital dead. That's what the doctor told him. He was stage 4 prostate that had already spread. Get checked. Like, if you learn nothing from me today about anything, get checked. Right. Stay checked. I know healthcare is hard if you don't have the experience, but one thing I learned doing breast cancer as well, ladies, if you get any type of female cancer, ovarian cancer, cervical cancer, breast cancer, they do have Medicaid for that. So get checked. So if you know anybody that has that, then make sure you know that if they have a problem, just tell them check the health department out there. When I did it, it was the health department. So get checked, men and women. Again, I say to you, Heather, thank you. If y'all know any women that feel like they need to talk to someone that they figure would understand, I have no problem with anyone sharing my number. I do decoration because I like to see things from empty to beautiful. And I felt like that's what I had became after. I I had to change so much of my femaleness, if you understand that. I had to have a breast removed, I had to have a hysterectomy, I had to have all those things, but it was to save my life. It was to save my life. And unfortunately, I wouldn't save my life for myself, I would save my life for my kids. And now I'm fighting with my grandkids. So anything that cancer wanna do, it can come on. I have no problem getting in the ring and boxing with you. I did do the reconstruction surgery, which we didn't have a plastic surgeon in the house. I did do the reconstruction. I did it for me. Because one thing my husband made clear was, don't do it for me, do it for you. And when I did it for me, and I kind of another cut. So it was for me. I felt like I still need to look a little bit more like a woman, even though I felt like that was just a mind thing. That's why you get so many doctors when you get diagnosed. They did give me a therapy, but shoot, where therapy in the world? So. I was hit butt. Just know your battles. But yeah, I don't recommend her. I told her too. I was like, why am I sitting talking to you? She was like, but you know you're going through so much. I'm like, girl, I'm bored with you. But yeah, so you get a lot of doctors when they give you a lot of information at one time. And some of them girls know, like when they diagnose you, they give you all this overwhelming information that you can't process. All I heard was little C, and that anything past that, they had to tell me their day, because I just didn't. But I just say just get checked. I just had to have a spiritual connection with all my doctors, and God worked it out, because everyone was like, I'm not God, but you know, I do my best, and that meant a lot. Dr. Mendenhall, which is the radiologist, he was off the chain, baby. I liked him. He didn't beat the bushes and he didn't beat around them. But the radiologist was Dr. Mendenhall I had. Dr. Journey is my oncologist. I have one in Atlanta as well. I see a kidney doctor. It's like a lot of stuff. So, you know, unfortunately, cancer is a disease that you take poison to get rid of, but it creates other issues. The kind of cancer I had, I would never get ovarian and cervical cancer. But it will come back in one of my other organs. So I did end up with spots on my kidneys and had to get treatments. So you just have to trust God, because this ain't something of God. It's not. Trust God. Love your support team. Holler, scream, yell, because I had to. And I had to ask God, like, why me? People don't be asking God. I said, well, they say, I go ask my mama for something to eat. I go ask my dad for something to drink. Ain't that my mama and my dad? So I can ask it. Like, don't contradict that, because you can ask God. You can ask him. That's why he's a mother for the mother and father for the father. Because I'm his child, so I should be able to ask my dad and mama for anything, right? I should be able to ask a question. So I always say, you know, ask them. It was moments when my back was against the wall and nobody picked up the phone. I call Yolanda Skinner, I call Lorenzo Hurd, I'm Pastor, I'm calling everybody, nobody answer the phone. And just say, God, I need this shadow and this weight off of me. I need it off of me. I don't know how to explain to my children that I will live and not die. You know, I had to figure it out, and when your back is against the wall and you lock, that's his way of getting your attention. That's his way of saying, this is my time with you. This is my time with you. So I say get checked, men, women. I told her, she's so pretty, I wish she would have been available when I was losing my breast. You know, the plastic surgery that's here, they don't came so far with technology and medicine for this disease. Unfortunately, I'm still not a candidate for appeal. And that's okay. Cause every morning I get up, I thank God for me being able to move these limbs, cause it stopped that. I can wake up and can't walk. It just depending on what day feel like showing up. So I thank God every day for how far He has brought me. I love doing what I'm doing. I started this business about 13 years ago, so I'm enjoying changing rooms and changing things to beautiful things. I enjoy my journey. I enjoy my talks and telling my testimony. And ladies at the middle table, tell y'all testimony. It'll help someone. Right. It'll help someone. It will help someone. I want to meet so many amazing women. I wouldn't trade none men for the world. I said, they're going to have my film ready 6 times. But I thank you, and I thank you for listening. I thank you for being open-minded. I don't do well with pity parties, so every party is a party, okay? We would cry and laugh together, but I like, girl, stop snotting on me. You know, that's just how I feel about it. I'm big on energy, I'm big on self-care, I'm big on self-love. Treat yourself, spoil yourself. It's good. Treat yourself, spoil yourself. But it's a plus. It's icing on the cake and they good. But thank you again, Heather. And look forward to doing many more of these. My event is in October. And I look to send out letters to all y'all beautiful ladies and men. Thank you. Thank you.